All right. Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder will not be delayed because of a cut on massive gash on Tyson Fury's head, according to Shelly Finkel. Let's talk about that Deontay Wilder-Luis Ortiz fight and the potential Tyson Fury fight in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell icon. It doesn't cost you a penny. Stop being cheap with your finger. Boop, hit the button. Also, much love to everybody that supports the channel. Please follow me on Twitter. Also, I thank you very much for the people that come to the live stream, support on the Patreon. Definitely check us out Sunday morning, 8 a.m. with OG Boxing Talk with myself, Blood Boxing, KQKC Boxing, and Curtis Anderson coming up this Sunday. Now, and every Sunday. Let's talk about this, man. Deontay Wilder, the top heavyweight in the world. Okay? The top heavyweight in the world by any reasonable standard, reasonably objective standard. Now, I know it's, even when you're looking at objective facts, you still have some subjectivity in the analysis of those facts. You can think, well, I like the fact that this guy fought more people than this other guy fought, or he has more belts than this other guy has belts, and or I like this particular guy's jab better than I like that guy's jab. I like his chin better than his chin. I think, I like his shorts better than this guy's shorts. I like how he comes out dressed like Apollo Creed or something really, really inappropriate, cultural appropriation of Mexicans, whatever you like. I understand that there's a certain amount in there. But for my money, the number one heavyweight in the world is Deontay Wilder. He is 40-0-1 with 40 knockouts. I do believe he has 40 knockouts, or he's 41-0-1 with 40 knockouts. He is a 9-time defending heavyweight WBC heavyweight champion. He will be going for his 10th title defense against Luis Ortiz coming up, and they say this fight is going to be announced towards the end of September, probably right after or during, I suspect, during the Errol Spence Jr. versus Sean Porter pay-per-view that's coming up coming up Saturday after next on September 28th. This will be his 10th title defense. He was a champion, a WBC champion. He was a world champion at the same time Vladimir Klitschko was a world champion. He was a world champion before Tyson Fury was a world champion, and he was a world champion before Anthony Joshua was a champion. He's been a champion for 4 years since Tyson Fury lost all his belts. He is a champion after Anthony Joshua loses to Andy Ruiz. He's also been a champion 4 years longer than Andy Ruiz has been a champion. This guy has successfully defended his title as many times as many fighters that have been in the Hall of Fame. There is nothing about this dude's career that is not Hall of Fame level. There is no other heavyweight right now that can claim that they've done enough in their career to make the Hall of Fame, except Deontay Wilder. But that said, Deontay Wilder has a very, very hard fight coming up against Luis Ortiz. Now, I know Luis Ortiz may not be the great Adewale. He might not be on the level of Sefi Safiri. He's definitely not on the level of Francisco Pineda. He may not be a Charles Martin, right? But this guy can fight. 6'4", knockout power in both hands, southpaw, Cuban counterpuncher. That Deontay, who's already wobbled Deontay Wilder in the fight Deontay Wilder had 3 fights ago for Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder, for some inexplicable reason, is deciding to fight this guy again. Now, 2019 has been a really, really, really funny year. Really funny year. I have a suspicion though, and I have a hope that we're way over our quota for upsets and funny business, right? Of the upsets and funny business, Nonito Donaire won the 118-pound title against a guy from an Eddie Hearn stable whose name is skipping me because the guy threw a punch, threw his back out, couldn't continue. Now Nonito Donaire is going to be fighting in the finals of the World Boxing Super Series against the kid named Monster out of Japan. That's funny business. You also have a fight against where Anthony Joshua gets beat up, gets knocked down 4 times, and quits up against the ropes against Andy Ruiz. Other funny business. Otto Wallin, the new elite heavyweight Otto Wallin gashes open the eye of Tyson Fury, bloodies him up. But I have anybody other than Bob Arum must have been in the ear of that commissioner saying, don't stop the fight, don't stop the fight, don't stop the fight. This next fight's coming back to Vegas. There's a lot of tax dollars related to this. There's big fees for everybody. Don't stop the fight. But anyway, so the fight doesn't stop, but now the guy's eye is gashed all too, ridiculous. Funny business. That very well could happen with Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. When you have a guy like that, oh man, I just don't know. It just makes me so nervous that he's fighting. But that's what Deontay Wilder's doing. Deontay Wilder is steadily taking fights that can make you nervous about the outcome. The first Luis Ortiz fight, very, very nervous about first of all, before that, when he tried to fight, when he was going to go over to Russia to fight Alexander Povetkin, and Alexander Povetkin popped dirty. That's crazy. He was going over to Russia to fight Alexander Povetkin. Crazy. But that doesn't happen. He winds up fighting Bermane Stiverne, a former champion, knocks out Bermane Stiverne real easy. Bermane Stiverne was the only guy to ever take him the distance before that. So he goes and he knocks him out. Then I do believe his next fight was Luis Ortiz, who'd been ducked by everybody. Knocks him out. Then from there, he fights Tyson Fury. Now, Tyson Fury, I've been on Tyson Fury something heavy over the last couple months because Tyson Fury has been acting an utter and complete fool. The fact that he ducked out of the Deontay Wilder rematch, the fact that he's just saying all of this, just the stuff pouring out of his pie hole, man. Yeah, this guy's a dosser, that guy's a dosser, this, that. Dude, you ducked the fight, man. You had a fight sitting right there for you for a rematch with Deontay Wilder. You decided not to take it. You went over there to ESPN, and when you took the ball and ran home with it, now you're sitting in your living room all nice and safe talking crap to people out the window. When you could have just came out the house and fought. But you're talking crap from the top window. Anyway, but regardless of that, Tyson Fury can fight. Right? Didn't look good against Otto Wallin. I think time's, catching up to him. Activities are catching up to him, but the guy can fight. That's another dangerous fight. So Luis Ortiz, this man's like Deontay Wilder just running the gauntlet. Dominic Breazeale was a mandatory. That was, I pretty much knew he was going to stop him, but that was a mandatory. That was probably the softest touch that he's had in I don't know how long. Now you're moving back to Luis Ortiz, then to go back to Tyson Fury. It is absolutely, and that's why I'm saying that this fight between Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder, man, very well could be the top 2 heavyweights in boxing. Luis Ortiz has never looked as bad as Tyson Fury looked against Otto Wallin. Andy Ruiz beat Deontay Wilder. I would love to see, beat Anthony Joshua. I would love to see a fight between Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz. And quite honestly, man, I think I favor Luis Ortiz in that fight. Tyson Fury, because of what Otto Wallin did to Tyson Fury from the southpaw stance, I'm pretty confident you will never see Tyson Fury in the ring with Luis Ortiz, even if Luis Ortiz is 50, because Otto Wallin is nobody's Luis Ortiz, despite the jokes that I had before. But we'll see. Now, if he gets past that, Shelly Finkel says that eye and all that stuff is more than likely not going to delay the fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury for February. Frank Warren said that, it may or it may not, but it really depends on the sparring. It's not just the fight itself, but it depends on what's going on with him in sparring and whether or not in training or something he gets clipped or it opens up. Anything can happen. My biggest thing about whether or not that fight's going to happen is whether, Tyson Fury really wants it. Tyson Fury did get, I don't care what Bob Arum said about, I think he dissed Steve Kim, said, you stop making shit up. Now, Steve Kim, though I do believe these guys are making up that lineal crap, Steve Kim, if that was Steve Kim, he wasn't making that up. Tyson Fury got hurt in that 12 round, stunned, and took a step back by a guy whose punching power is far from tremendous. But anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Man, is there any chance Deontay Wilder might not make it through the Luis Ortiz fight, and then we would see a Luis Ortiz trilogy? Wouldn't that be crazy? A Luis Ortiz trilogy between Deontay Wilder and because Deontay Wilder wins the second fight. I don't even want to. I just hate the possibility of Deontay Wilder losing the second fight and then going into a third fight. That'd be absolutely crazy. But that's the year of boxing in 2019, and it's very, very possible. It's very possible. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.